Crisis, what crisis? Having spent the day claiming the food supply was robust and resilient, tonight the government admitted there was a problem. Thousands of workers in food depots and some factories will now be exempt from self-isolation, using daily tests instead.
We recognise there are some staff absences in the food supply chain. So what we're announcing is that for the top sort of 400 or so sites, things like supermarket depots and some of the key food manufacturers, we're going to change the system and enable them to test to return to work. So somebody who is contacted in future by Test and Trace or is pinged will be able to have daily contact testing.
In England alone, the latest figures show that more than 600,000 people were pinged by the NHS COVID app. That's a record high, up 17% in a week. Separately, 428,000 people were contacted and told to self-isolate by Test and Trace. That's up 27%, a total of more than 1 million notifications in a week. The fact that only one sector is getting a blanket exemption is a sign the government still believes that self-isolation is an important tool in the fight against the virus. But adding to the confusion tonight, it also announced that a few workers in other sectors would be able to skip isolation so long as their employers got a letter from the government. The guidance just released says, in the small number of situations where the self-isolation of close contacts would result in serious disruption to critical services, a limited number of named workers may be able to leave self-isolation under specific controls for the purpose of undertaking critical work only. They name 16 potential sectors, including energy, waste, medicines and transport. One sector which isn't included is hospitality. Already hit hard by the pandemic, the pingdemic has meant this restaurant and bar had to close as so many staff were self-isolating.
It's like a game of snakes and ladders. You go up one ladder as things are unlocked and as restrictions are eased, and then you just slide down another snake as you have to deal with these other issues.
Of people being pinged on such a frequent basis?
Absolutely. That's really what's causing us the biggest headache right now.
A headache now removed for those involved in the production and distribution of food, at least. Libby Fina, News at 10, Westminster.